Okay, I'm back. I am going to try to get this set up here. So I've been blogging forever, and I just got one of these cool, tripod things, so I don't have to hold my phone all the time. So let's adjust that just a little bit. Welcome, everybody. So fun. There's so many new people on here. So a couple of things. I know that there's a lot of you who just joined Periscope yesterday, and I am so thankful you did, because this is really such a fun platform. So look for the people who you like to follow. And it's such a fun way to really get to know people. Hello. So my name is Amber Kuiper. I always like to say Kuiper, strong I, because my name is confusing to say. I have 4 kids. I live in St. Paul, Minnesota, and I'm the blogger behind mommysmetime.com. Oh, you joined because of me. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. Oh, thanks. I just got my hair done, 2 weeks ago? I think it had been months. It had just gone on too long. But I love getting my hair done. However, it takes so much time. Who has 3 hours to sit in a chair? Oh, you guys are so sweet. I just love you to pieces. Okay, so I called this Found You Through Instagram. Oh, it was so fun. I do love hearing how we connected, because it's just so cool. North Dakota, yay, my husband's gonna be heading up there this week for work to Fargo. Oh, you are sweet. Do I have an accent? Oh, that's so funny. So yeah, I am just so excited to have all of you here. Found you through Instagram. Yay, you guys, this is so fun to see you coming on here. I just love it. So if you are new to Periscope, you probably see the hearts over there. That is just something you can do. It's kind of like liking something on Facebook. If you resonate with something I'm saying, or just want to give me some love, please feel free to do that. Oh, thank you. You guys are so sweet. Truly so sweet. And then if you like my Periscope, what I'm saying, you can swipe to the right and share it with your friends and invite them to listen as well. So I know there's several of you who are new. Oh, you guys, you're just too kind to me. So please feel free to give me some hearts and share when you feel like sharing. I just am having a lot of fun with Periscope. I think it's so fun, because a lot of times I'll have an idea pop into my head and I'll think, oh, I want to write a blog post about that. Oh, you're into it too, yay! Or, oh, I want to write an Instagram post or a Facebook post about that. And then, you know how it goes. Time is just so crazy when you have kids. Her to follow me first. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. Oh, you are just, oh, that warms my heart, because people that believed in me in the beginning, that is just amazing that you would follow me. Always feel so awkward, Periscope. I know, it can feel awkward. However, I've just learned that it's going to take some practice for me to feel comfortable. Brightens my day when it says you are on scope. Oh, sweet. What's your outfit today? Okay, super loungy, like I wear every day. So I have, it's actually a Lulu outfit, just Lulu pants. Forget the name, but they're like my favorite pants. They're just super cozy. And then this is a Lulu sweatshirt. So really, really, really takes me about 50 times before feeling comfortable. Yeah, I know. It can be really just hard to get used to Periscope. But anyway, took your advice, and I am taking the challenge of being more intentional with being intimate. Yay, I love it. So I have to tell you a funny story. Last night, Jake was like, so I really liked your Periscope today. I really resonated with what you were saying. And I was like, I bet you did. So that was funny. But yeah, it's true. I think that I will be talking a little bit more about that topic, because it seems to be a hot one. But today, if you noticed on the title, yeah, I know, right? Of course they would resonate with it. If you looked on the title for today, why I called it "Why It Is So Important to Be You." So I started blogging 3 years ago, And I remember when I first started to become active on social media, I would post something and be so, nervous or a little bit scared about what someone might think of it. And so I remember posting things thinking, what is this person going to think of that? Or what's that person going to think? Because at that time, my following was so small that I could literally think of all the people in my life and how they might be affected by it. Well, here's the thing too. So I'm a people pleaser. I'm the oldest. I love for everybody to feel cared for. Thank you. Thank you for the hair love. Loving it. So I love people to feel cared for. One of my strengths is includer. I love people to feel included, like they have a place with me. However, it can also be really tough to be a people pleaser because I am a very sensitive person then too. So people pleaser can be tough, so much pressure. Yes. And so what happens is I want everyone to feel so loved and so cared for that when I let someone down, it just pierces my heart because I feel like it's my fault. We should all read The Best Yes. I am reading that book right now. Oh my goodness, we're reading that in my online boot camp, and all of my boot campers are loving it too. It is so good. Oh my gosh, I think I could just have like a whole quote board full of quotes from the book The Best Yes. So there's that book, which is so good. It's been so good for me. Yes, love that book too. So that's what happened to me when I started was I would post something out to social media and then kind of be nervous, like, what are people going to think of me? Will that make someone feel bad? Will that make someone feel, insecure? And it really was hard for me to find my voice because I was always so worried about what someone else was going to think of what I had to say. Love all your blogs and Periscope. I have 6 kids and 1 set of twins too. Oh, you are my hero. Anytime I hear like 5 or 6 kids, I'm like, how in the world? You are awesome. Thanks for sharing that. So yeah, it got to a point where I was being paralyzed. I could not move forward in my blogging because I thought about how people were going to take what I was writing and would anyone understand. And so I want to share 2 things that have really helped me to put myself out there and have also helped me to really be me 100% of the time. So first of all, as much as possible, I try to really write from my perspective. So I have learned that people, myself included, no one likes to be, thanks. No one likes to be projected upon. So no one likes to say, you might be feeling this, or if you have this problem, or your marriage is probably this, and the other thing. No one likes to hear that, you. And I'm a communications major. This is, very basic information, but I think it's really easy, especially as a blogger, to use those kind of terms. So this is actually in light of, or thanks to my mom for helping me with this. So I have started to use I statements, and it is just so freeing because I can share my story and no one can take that away from me. And so I can share what happened in my house. I can share what happened in my marriage. I can share how my workout was for that day. And as long as I use I statements, no one can take that away from me. And so I have learned that that is one way that I can always remain true to myself, is just sharing my story and remembering that my story is unique to me. So not everyone is going to get it because not everyone is me, and that's okay. However, if my goal in sharing my story is to encourage someone else, then it's absolutely worth it to me to be vulnerable and share what I'm going through. Because again, like I shared yesterday on my Periscope, I think that if you are feeling a certain way, most likely in motherhood and marriage, there are a lot of universal truths and universal struggles, and we need to be sharing what's going on. And that means that maybe not everyone will relate, because again, we're not all the same person. But if we can just share our story, it is so powerful. So number 1 way that I got over being a people pleaser was just sharing my story and using I statements. Number 2 was I learned lunchtime in Canada. I have to watch this later. Oh, you're so sweet. Hello, I love my Canadian readers. You guys are so great. So super fun story. We met this couple in Mexico in December, and they were so awesome. More people relate to what you say than what you think. It's true, Kim. Yes, absolutely. It is true. You feel so alone, but it's not true. There's someone else that's struggling with that. So yeah, we met this couple in Canada, and now she follows my blog, and she sent me a message last night, and she is just the sweetest thing. And so I didn't see who that was. It could have been her now that I think of it. But anyway, so let's go back to the number 2 thing. The number 2 thing was realize that haters are going to hate, and it's okay. However, that doesn't mean you have to allow them to get to you. So what I do, if I see a negative comment on my post or a negative comment on anything, I just delete it. And I have to tell you, that has been so freeing. Just if someone has a comment that's mean, or, I think my biggest fear in being a mommy blogger is that I never want to come across as I know the answers or that I'm judging other moms. And so I really want to create a culture on my Facebook page and on my Instagram account that really builds each other up. And again, I can only share my story. And so if someone's going to disagree with that, that's fine, but then they can share that on their Instagram account. So, they are probably jealous. Oh, yeah, jealousy is a hard thing, isn't it? So I'll give you an example. As I've grown, I've had more people who just say mean things or whatever. And at first, I remember the first few I got, I was just, again, I'm a really sensitive person. Ask my family, like, everything gets to me because I want everyone to be happy. So I remember that one of the first comments that I got, and it just crushed me. I just thought, oh my goodness, should I even be doing this? Should I even put myself out there? But then the minute that I said, you know what, you have to work with the willing. You have to talk with the willing. There's always going to be people who do not want to hear from you, who do not want to relate to you. That's okay, but you don't need to spend your time with those people. And so that's what I've really just been focusing on. And I have to tell you, I feel like lately the comments have been a lot more positive. I'll absolutely love to hear your scope. Oh, thanks, you guys. So it has been a lot more positive because I'm creating this culture. So it's like, if you're going to leave a comment, I'm going to delete it. And that's your problem. Like, if you want to grow a following, you can post your own negative stuff and people probably won't listen to you. So I think that's really what I've learned is just don't focus on those people that are trying to get you down. Something I need to work on. Total people pleaser here. I know, it's rough, isn't it? But I think when you can just have that confidence of knowing my story is my story, and if I can encourage people, great. If I can't, that's fine too. Not everyone's going to be encouraged by me, that's fine. But I have to stick to my guns. I have to stick with my heart. So as you guys think about sharing your life on social media, I have a lot of people asking, how do I get started on blogging? What did you do? What tips do you have for bloggers? And I'll tell you some tips, but this is not just for bloggers. I'm a people pleaser too, soaking this up. Oh, thanks. Thank you, Jasmine. I think that was Jasmine that shared it. And so, yeah, if you're a blogger, but if you're not a blogger, these are still tips that you can have too. But I think, you guys, it is just so important to stay true to who you are. And the way that you know who you are, because sometimes I think we wonder a little bit, who am I now that I'm a mom? Who am I now that my life has changed, that I'm not, doing the same things as I did before? Oh, thanks, guys. Great. Oh, you guys are just so sweet. So, yeah, I think sometimes we wonder, who am I? But we are all so unique and so valuable. We have so much value to add if we're willing to get over our insecurities, to get over the fact of trying to please everybody, and just really share our story. So as you're thinking about building your blogs, as you're thinking about sharing on social media, share your story and use I statements in a way that is sharing your life, that is real, and you can be vulnerable, and you know what, you're just going to say, you know what, I don't care if someone else doesn't resonate. There might be one person who does, and if they do, it will be worth it for me to share. And so I want to encourage you with that. It is so important to be you because someone else needs to hear from you today. Whether you're online, whether you're just face-to-face, Someone needs to be encouraged by your presence. And if we're too nervous about pleasing everybody, we're never going to be able to fulfill our calling of what God really wants us to do. So all I can say is haters are going to hate. It's okay. Focus on the people who need you. Don't let the negative people get in the way. I know it can be tough as a people pleaser if you're like me. But the minute that you delete those comments, the minute that you just decide you're not going to let it get to you, it is awesome because you are truly able to focus more on what you're going to do and what your mission is instead of getting sidetracked by negative people. So that's what I have for you today. Be you. You are incredible. Who is this? Oh, hello. And so you are incredible. And if you don't believe that, I want you to trust me for a minute. Oh, well, you can definitely press the replay. So yeah, you are valuable, you guys, and there is so much to you, no matter where you are, no matter what you look like, no matter how many kids you have, how many kids you don't have. That does not define who you are. You are defined because you are a beautiful, beautiful woman of God. God created you for such a time as this. You are just gorgeous, and you are beautiful, and you have so much to offer. So as I wrap up, oh, thanks guys. As I wrap up today, I just wanted to ask, I have had several requests wondering if I can share the replays, because on Periscope, if you're not familiar with it, they only last, the videos, oh hey Emily, the videos only last for 24 hours. So I'm kind of thinking about possibly doing a little bit more with my YouTube channel to post some of the ones that I get more feedback from, so that people have another chance to watch them. So do you think that's a good idea? I would love to hear from you. What other blogging tips do you have? Okay, yes. Great, I will try to do that then. Just share. I will try to share it on YouTube. Oh, you guys, I love you. I love you so much. You're so sweet to me. As far as other blogging tips, I'm going to think on that, and I will definitely be doing more scopes later. Yes, exactly. You can save them to your phone and then just share them later if you're new to Periscope. That's a great tip. So I have started to do that. So I have a few saved. So maybe I'll try to do that starting this week. You guys are so awesome. Thanks for listening. Again, just be you. You have an impact to make in a way that no one else in this world can. So, all right, have a great afternoon. We'll talk to you soon.